Fingerprint evidence is one of the most widely trusted forms of forensic evidence in a court of law.
For a century, police have used fingerprints to identify criminals.
Welcome to Science Update, a program where we update you on the latest things in forensic science. Today we'll be having an interview with Juan Vucetich, a very important man in the study of fingerprints. Well, Juan, I am very glad to have you on our show today. How about you tell us a little about yourself and what you did to contribute to forensic science? Thank you. I am very honored to be doing this interview. My name is Juan Vucetich, and I contributed a lot to the study of forensic science. I was born on July 20th in 1858 in Croatia, in Europe. I then migrated to Argentina in 1882. I became the director for the Center of Dactyloscopy. Dactyloscopy is the study of fingerprints. In 1891, I had started doing research on fingerprinting evidence. Fingerprinting is one of the most important types of evidence used in forensic science. In 1891, I created the first print identification system. I gathered prints from known criminals and organized them in the system. Then in 1892, I made the first positive ID of a criminal in a murder case using fingerprints. Francisca Rojas had killed her two sons and then unsuccessfully tried to kill herself to make it look like she had been murdered too. She tried to set up her neighbor, but her bloody fingerprints were discovered and used to ID her as the killer. I proved that each person has a unique set of fingerprints and that this evidence is strong enough to hold up in court. In 1904, I published Dactyloscopia Comparata, a material on my studies in fingerprinting. My fingerprinting classification system spread to countries all over the world and changed fingerprinting forever. Wow, as you can see, we have a very important man here with us today. Why, Juan, is this so important to forensic science? Well, as I said before, fingerprinting is one of the most important parts of forensic science. They are so reliable because they are persistent, meaning a person's prints develop in the womb and do not change over time. Fingerprints are used to prove that people are guilty or not guilty. They are recovered at the crime scene and can tell you who was there and what they were doing. Fingerprinting classification and identification is widely used. The systems are used to ID criminals at the scenes and to connect crimes to one another. Fingerprinting will help solve thousands of cases and will be used in even more.